trying to put my earpiece.
Get out the insurance cards, get out the copays. The office is open, my friends. Brought to you by drroto.com.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. For the post-Thanksgiving edition of Friday Night Lights with my friends Willie Walls and Odell Blocker, the great Swame. Willie, how was your Thanksgiving? Was it good?
No, it was a good Thanksgiving, and listen, Mr. Likely, I should just suspend you just for what you did. But phone on the goal line, I could have went way up there. I had some unique lineups, and Mr. Likely was in there. I figured everybody would be on, and then he let him get his 100 yards. That was just 8 points taken. Man, anyway, but it was a great Thanksgiving. Most importantly, I just had a great time with family. You never take that for, and especially with this National Guard situation that went on. I just want to. My prayers are out to the family that, lost their one soldier and the other one is in critical condition. And we deal directly with them. So I worked with that person that was who passed away. So, we do work with the National Guard. And it's going to ramp up now with all the stuff that's going on. That's going to be the third situation they've had in the last month or so. But I mean, last couple of weeks. So we're going to, so I just pray for the families and pray for the soldiers that they lost, because it was just a senseless situation.
Couldn't agree more. Think about them. Swami, how about you, my man? How you doing?
Well, didn't get much to eat. Couldn't watch much football. Had to watch it follow it on the game tracker. So it was just done all types of wrong, Doc. But I'm not complaining. Again, we get to
Are you
share
still
the stage
traveling or are you home?
No, Doc, I'm still traveling. But but Doc, here's what we get to share the stage with the biggest turkey in the world. So happy Thanksgiving to DFS world, because we got Willie Walls.
Hey, let me say something, man. I know he didn't want to say anything, but listen, I just want to congratulate Swami. Doc, he just got promoted. He joined the Colonel world. So I just want to, he just got. No, he's a lieutenant colonel. But listen.
Now, were you a lieutenant colonel or full colonel?
No, lieutenant colonel too. Same thing. So when you join the colonel world, that's a big step, and I'm just let you know that I'm proud of him. I'm a player. Pause. I'm going to play around with him, but it's just I'm just so proud of him, for what he's done. And I tried to tell him to go officer for a long time, that rascal, and he finally did it, So I was because we're in the same fraternity, to make us a fraternity, Omega. All right, but we're in the same fraternity. But I was just telling him, I said, dog, you got to make that move. And he finally made that move, and he has just jumped up big time. And I just want to let him know I'm proud of him. Just want to, give him some congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Swami. By the way, you guys are in two fraternities together, right? You have the military fraternity. You got your Omega Psi Phi fraternity. You guys are like bonded at the hip over here.
We've been on this
together.
I want to get into that other fraternity that him and Oak and others are in. Trevor.
DFS fraternity of winning a big old tournament.
I want to get into that fraternity. I'm knocking at the door. I'm talking about I'm trying to sneak into their frat, Doc.
Right? That's Trevor's right there. He's in that fraternity. He and Willie know the secret handshake. It's called the I won a big tournament handshake.
What's up, Trav?
Hey,
how you doing, man?
All right, let's get right to it, guys. 49ers and Browns. I don't know if you guys saw the wintry mix that looks like it's going to be happening this weekend. Kittle and McCaffrey and Jennings. These are guys we may want to play, Willie, but I know you're not a big weather fan. So are you fading this game?
Listen. No, thank you. Not in Cleveland. No, sir. I want no parts of San Francisco going to that turf, playing in that environment, and the Swartz or whatever his name is crushing That's the one guy he doesn't have an advantage over. He's like 3-0, 6-1 total. One of the last 3 games against him. Listen, if anybody knows Shanahan, he does. And no, thank you. Not with that rough and tumble drive that they got. No, I'm not touching none of that game. No, thank you. It's a fade for me.
Swami, if Willie is right and he's fading, does that make Christian McCaffrey a buy or Kittle a buy because the ownership will be super low?
I don't know if I like the tight end in the cold in the rain, but it's not a bad play as much as I like the running back who they seem to check the ball down to. He's looking at double-digit targets. He got 30 touches last week. It's likely to look similar, especially as shaky as the quarterback position looked for San Francisco last week. We know that this Browns defense can get after the quarterback. I think they'll look to get the ball out of his hands early. I feel like Christian McCaffrey is a man of interest.
I think he is too. And I think Chris is right as well. Judkins may be a man of interest. If these teams can't really throw it, are they going to run it? And does that make McCaffrey and Judkins somewhat interesting? Willie's like, no.
Listen, listen. Y'all can have this game. I got other spots to go to. McCaffrey at that price point, hell no. Not only no, hell no. I mean, he won't be in one lineup for sure. No, thank you.
All right, let's get to Jaguars and Titans. Now, I see Willie perked up here, Swami. When Trevor and I did the first look on Wednesday, Trevor was all about Cam Ward being interesting. I mentioned Gunnar Helm being very cheap. Chamari DK is interesting. Then you've got ETN. Brian Thomas is back. Can you get behind this game at all?
I think there's a number of Cams that I would be interested in. None of them are Cam Ward. It is no way I could play anybody. The same warning I gave for that Saints offense, I'm going to give the friendly folks out there in TV land for the Titans offense. I'm talking about stay away, run in the other direction. Especially at the quarterback position. Most importantly, it could be a player that could break through. And I get it. Some people say, hey, McCumro's out. I could maybe get Neal in the price. And, I even talked about a Kongwu. It's just so many of these offenses, when they are not playing well, you got to stay away from them. So, Doc, for me, I don't think I want much interest in that side of the ball. If you could probably talk me into the other side of the ball, I like that ETN is getting about 20 touches or so, makes him a man of interest. I'm not sure if I would want to trust that passing game just yet, even if Thomas is coming back. So I think it would be ETN, and I'm going to let Willie have the rest of it.
Willie, you seem to like this game. Is it just
I'm very interested in Cam Ward. I am. Trevor, I agree with you 100%. One of the reasons why is it's a pass funnel. Number one, pass funnel. And people, they're noticing that he's been playing better the last few games when they changed coordinators. He's been playing better, and he's been running the ball. If you notice, he's been running the ball the last 2 games. He had 24 points in this last game. He's going against his team. I think he is in play, and and if I'm going to play him, I'm going to play him with his tight end, Mr. Helm. Right. That's a cheap stack, and you can be able to get some high price people in that other lineup that you want to go to. So I disagree, and I honestly think ETN is a great play on the other side. That's a 3-man stack that I like right there. I totally disagree with him. I will be playing some Cam Ward.
Swami, here's why I think you may be wrong. Because if you can find that cheap quarterback, which we always are looking for, Jacoby Brissett, Jameis Winston, right? Names that we've given out over the previous weeks. If you can find that guy, it opens up your lineup to like the heavens are opening up. JSN, yes, please. Achan, yes, please. Waddle, yes, please. You can get all these. You can cherry pick your players if you can find that cheap quarterback. Now, Helm is interesting because Okonkwo might be out. And Helm has been like 12 targets in the last 2 weeks at 2,600.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Doc, I promise you, we could tie a string to Willie. That won't make him a kite. We cannot keep ignoring. No different than that New Orleans quarterback, what they're doing on the football field. Not the matchup, not how bad Willie likes him, what he's doing on the football film. The film doesn't lie. He doesn't look like he's going to deliver fantasy goodness. He had a decent game, and that doesn't mean he's turned the corner. He hasn't had more than 30 some yards rushing in those last couple of weeks. Not sure what Willie's talking about. That's not enough.
Is there a cheap quarterback, Swami, that you would take a chance on then?
It wouldn't be
Tyrod
Mr.
Taylor,
Sanders this
Max
week.
Brosmer?
It wouldn't be
Yeah,
Tyrod
right.
Taylor.
Take to a guy like that. I'm just saying. See, what I'm willing to take a chance on that you're not taking a chance on. I'm gonna take on a guy that's been playing better physically. He's been playing better. I think he's starting to turn the corner. He's starting to run the ball, and you're playing against a pass funnel. Listen, this dude played against Seattle. He's played against 7 of the top 10 defenses the last few games. Played Houston twice. And remember, and that game was a tussle. What I'm telling you is this guy's played tough defenses. Now he gets Jacksonville. Pass funnel. Yes, I'm going to take that chance.
Look, Willie's not wrong. He had the Chargers in week 9. He had Houston in week 11, 2 of the toughest defenses around. Then against Seattle, he looked pretty decent.
That was his first 2-touchdown game, probably in the last 5. He happened to run one in to make it look decent.
Swami, do you know why I'm a visionary? Because I don't worry about what happened last week. I'm looking at the next week.
I know we're looking ahead.
I'm only looking at I look at film to see who can throw the football and who can't. The film doesn't lie. If I close my eyes and I just go throw a dart, then maybe I'll hit Will in the back of the head. This team isn't very good. I don't know.
So would you play Tyrod Taylor?
I would play him over Campbell, just like I told you guys. Just like I told you guys, I would play Mr. Jameis Winston over that dude in New Orleans because he's a better thrower of the football. It doesn't lie. Watch film. It doesn't lie.
Yeah, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see on this.
Tyrod Taylor is a better thrower of football right now than Cam Ward.
Team, and they have really given teams. They've been struggling against them. They played Seattle and gave them all they want to handle last week. And Seattle got a much better defense than Jacksonville.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
All right, let's take a look at Texans against the Colts. This game, guys, is the second highest scoring game on the slate. This is a very low scoring slate. Pittsburgh and Buffalo went from 47 to 45 because of the injuries. And Houston is at 44.5. I mean, this is a slate where if you put up 200 points, you're probably winning.
They didn't have any game, Doc, going over like 44.5 most of the week. You see one peak and that was it. They had multiple games in the 30s. Vegas doesn't like this week at all. 41, 39, 44, 41, 44, 36. This is a mess.
It's a mess.
This is a mess.
But guess how
Willie, we get through it.
This game is in a dome. The Colts maybe a good defense, but maybe C.J. Stroud could do something with Nico Collins, maybe Woody Marks, maybe Dalton Schultz, maybe on the other side, little Jonathan Taylor. Talk to me.
I'm going to say this. This would be the type of game, because I'm looking at it. You know, the two guys that if I had to have interest in anybody in this game would be Nico Collins, you know, and then you got then the high price guy that nobody's going to play, but that will be kind of interesting in this game is Jonathan Taylor. Now you remember, you know the way you got to beat this team is running the ball. Listen, Cook had a good game. I watched the game against Cook. I'm just saying. Now, just so you know, Taylor is not a core play, but what I'm telling you is for that tournament upside, Jonathan Taylor could break a run. And against Houston, I saw the way Cook ran against them. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything else. But I'm just telling you, man. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is a interesting guy to look at, you know. But
you're gonna pay $1,500 more than a chance to get to Jonathan Taylor.
No, I'm just saying if you want to go on, man, he's not a core for me.
Okay, so I want your core. I mean, tell me.
What I'm saying is this could be an interesting play that that could win the money. Jonathan Taylor run for 200 yards and nobody sees it coming. I'm just telling you.
Okay. Now, what are you playing in this game?
Oh, I'm playing the receiver for Houston. I think he's in play.
Nico Collins.
Yes.
We had to get all that to I'm playing Nico Collins.
All of that, Dodd. He's a charlatan, I'm telling you.
Swame, first of all, let's address the Willie Wall situation. Are you paying $9,800 for Jonathan Taylor?
I am not, but I will say he wasn't way off with the fact that it would be a play. It's a leverage, and he still is JT, and the Colts offense is still viable every week where I could see him sneaking through. I think that was probably Willie's point. But no,
if I'm going to pay up, wouldn't you rather pay up for Puka or JSN?
I'll probably yes, or just any of the running backs that's getting almost 7 or 8 targets a game. It's just so that the JT's only getting 2 or 3, and he has to take them to the house for it to be worth it. I can't do it.
But I will play him over. If I had to play. I'm not. First of all, I'm not playing McCaffrey. I will play him over McCaffrey.
Okay,
is my point.
McCaffrey gonna get 10 targets this week.
So Michael Jackson, not this week.
18 carries.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be getting the ball off. They're gonna be sacking his ass. I'm just telling you that right now. I see Cleveland had about 7 or 8 sacks in this game. When Cleveland play at home, man, those dogs in that place, no thank you. You ask Green Bay, you ask a couple of other guys that went in there. You know, they had a hard time in there. That defense is fierce.
So Swami, are you playing Nico Collins? Are you playing Dalton Schultz? Or are you fading this game?
I got some interest in that side. I think Stroud's playing. I could see you maybe even stacking a Schultz or Higgins with it and then bringing it back. I'm really not mad at this. I think this is a very interesting one. But Stroud first game back, Colts still playing well. I don't know about fade. I'm gonna get off the fence, Doc, and I'm gonna say I think Nico's a play. I think he's consistently played well against them, and they got Stroud. Give me Nico.
All right. A game that's low scoring in total, but I think may have more juice than most do. Miami against New Orleans. Miami is favored by 5.5, Swami. I will tell you this. I like Tua. I like Achan. I like Waddle. Easy peasy. On the other side, Kamara's out, which means that you will see Devin Neal. You may see Taysom Hill, even though I can't bear looking at that dude one more minute. You got Chris Olave. You got Juwan Johnson. You got a team that plays on a fast pace in the Saints. Can you find some love for this game, Swami?
For the game, I don't think for the game. I think I'm absolutely interested in the train. I think he is probably the favorite player in this game. I think the Miami defense going to give this poor Saints offense trouble. I think for that reason, it might not be any back and forth. I just can't see the Saints. Maybe Juwan Johnson with the amount of targets that he's getting.
Do you like Waddle?
Not as much because if it was more back and forth, I felt like they had to throw the ball a little bit more. But I don't think they're going to throw the ball. I think they can win this game at home by just running the ball and just moving it down the field. They'll score probably 2 or 3 times and they'll get out of there.
Willie, thoughts on this one? Are you playing it? If you have 20 lineups, how many are you playing Achan in?
At least 11 or 12 of them. I like
Only
Achan.
half.
Yeah, I mean, I like Achan. I mean, you know, that's what it is right now. I love Achan, and I think if I'm going to play Achan, I'm running running Johnson back on the other side at tight end. I think they're both in play, but especially Achan. Listen, Achan has been balling. Now, I would definitely going to have a good amount of Achan.
Do you like Olave, your boy Olave?
No, thank you on that one.
So what about Taysom Hill on FanDuel?
No, thank you. Taysom just got to beat me. No, thank you on that one.
He could.
He could, yeah.
All right, Falcons and Jets. Ooh, another horrible game. But Willie, Breece Hall looked good. Tyrod Taylor did not look terrible last week. A.D. Mitchell looked okay. Mechie looked okay. On the other side, you have Pitts, you have Bijan, you have Mooney again. Are there cheap value plays, especially on the Jets, that we may be overlooking?
Mechie is interesting. You know, Mechie is interesting. Listen, Bijan, I have a little interest in Bijan. You know what I mean? I don't appreciate the disrespect when they keep giving the ball to the other dude, but I'm just saying. But I think Michi is a very interesting value play. He's got, I think, 19 and 15 points his last 2 games. And, he's a at least Tyrod knows how to throw the ball. So I think he's definitely in play for sure.
Swami, do you like AD Mitchell, as Chris Prentice says, due for a touchdown? This guy's air yards are phenomenal.
I think they're sneaky. Like if you're looking for that cheap stack that Wall's talking about, with Mitchell and Mechie and Taylor, you could get creative. I don't like it. I don't feel like the Jets offense figures out how to get the ball into the end zone enough for me to trust them. I would probably be more interested in Bijan if the Falcons decided to let him play. But until they get out their own way without London in there, I think I would be most interested in Breece Hall. I'll let Willie have the rest of it.
I like Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is 1,000% in play. Okay. Arizona is not bringing back Trey Benson this week. DeMarcado is out. Marvin Harrison is still questionable. We're not sure if he's going to go or not. They're playing Tampa, who is bringing back Bucky Irving, but Baker Mayfield is not 100%. There's a lot going on here, Swami, that if everybody was healthy, I would love this game to blow up. But I'm a little worried about Baker. Todd Bowles said today, we're going to go with the hot hand. Whoever wanted to hear, no fantasy manager ever wanted to hear those words. What do we do in this game?
So I just got off the phone with Todd Bowles, and I told him that was ridiculous. I said he's looking to be out of coaching if he keeps that up. And he says, Swami, I respect you, but I'm going to do it my damn way. And I said, all right, Todd, I'll see you at the end of the season. But anytime coaches do this thing where they don't think it's important to develop individual roles in the offense and players and folks knowing what they're going to do, and they're able to develop some type of rhythm and get it going, and you think you just can bounce people in and out the line, I don't know how much evidence they need to see that doesn't work. But anyway, it doesn't work very well, and it doesn't work very often. But I will say I'm very interested in this game. I put in a call early. I told Marvin Harrison to try to spend some more time either working out or rehabbing, or even maybe just spend a little bit more time with Kyler Murray. Just let this week get by, and then maybe kind of work your way back. Don't rush it coming off the surgery. Just relax. But I'm looking at this game as being very interesting. My favorite play in this game might be a Mecca. I think he's due. I think he's going under the radar. I think he hasn't done much over the last 5 games. I think he's had 1. I think this will be a decent spot for him to get busy at home. And then because Bucky Irvin's coming back, maybe the offense gets a little bit more of his mojo. Maybe that's what it was missing. They felt a little bit more one-dimensional when Bucky wasn't in there. And then on the other side of the ball, Mr. Brissett is still doing his thing. So I'm definitely interested in probably Wilson if he's out, and then you could, talk yourself into playing Trey again.
Willie, speaking of Trey McBride, he's going to cost a fortune of money. Are you interested in playing him?
Not this week. I gotta let him go. Listen, hey Trey, I just want to thank you for your great lineups that I just want to thank you for playing well for me. We appreciate you. But Swami and I got to let you go at that price point. They have priced you where you deserve to be priced. Not only no, but hell no. Mr. McBride would not be in one lineup. And I think Marvin Harrison is going to play. And if he's going to play, I don't know what it is about. I'm out. I can't play Wilson. You know what I mean? He's probably saying, I can't play him, man. I mean, it was a great run, but Marvin Harrison, I don't know what he does because Mr. Wilson showed you, damn, I mean, Marvin Harrison is supposed to be the guy. And
here's some good news. Kyler never threw the ball to Michael Wilson, ever. You would hope that with Jacoby Brissett there, even if Marvin Harrison comes back, he can find Wilson a little bit.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. Yeah,
They'll
you
have
know.
to
Right.
throw the ball this week too.
Right. And
Another
you
Yeah,
one
they
have
that's
to
got
going
to
to
throw
be
the
throw the
up
ball.
and
ball.
down.
I agree. I mean, Brissett is definitely in play as a quarterback, but this time everybody's priced up, and it's not that value.
Would you run with a naked Brissett?
How much is Brissett?
He's 5,800. That's not cheap.
No, it's not. Yeah,
But he's been
he's
bringing
he's
guys
been on
along
fire.
with him. I don't know if you. It's like he's
Yeah, I
bringing
mean, I agree
somebody
with
with him.
you. Yeah, I agree, but at the price points now with Marvin Harrison, that just gucks up everything. That does. It really does, especially when they're priced up appropriately.
Do you like Ibuka? Do you like Otten? Do you like
No,
any?
I think Bucky is a GPP play because that's what you do. You run against them. You saw last week what Jacksonville did. So I think Bucky, but it's Bucky sharing. See, now they want to share more.
You heard
Definitely
what he
sure.
said. You heard what he said.
Sharing is caring. Here's the problem. I like Ibuka a lot. Arizona plays cover 4. Ibuka slices it up, but Baker's not doing well. I really believe Baker's.
He's not playing. Baker's not playing this week. I don't think he's playing.
I think he plays because Teddy Two Gloves stinks.
Yeah, no, you go. I think you can get Teddy ass water.
But my thought is this, Swami. I would be running the ball 30, 40 times. 40 times. I think if I'm Baker, I'm throwing the ball 25 times. I'm completing 13 passes for 25 yards. I don't think I'm winning a tournament with that.
No, but I think, well, first, Willie Baker practiced in full, so I think he's going to be a go. But I wanted to say
All
that
right.
I think Arizona has shown that they're going to at least push the pace a little bit. And so, and it's not going to be running the football. We know that. And for that reason, I think Baker will have to at least throw 25 times. I know they might not want to, and even if it's not for a bunch of yards, I think this could be one of those games we throw for 3 or 4 touchdowns. So maybe it's 200, 225, 250, and 4. But that's not bad as price.
All right, let's keep moving forward. I'm going to give you a game that nobody thinks is going to be close. But when I tell you it's going to be close, you got to trust me because I've been right on this a few times this year. Rams, Panthers. Everybody thinks the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Everybody watched the Panthers lay a big stinky egg the other night. So what are people thinking? They're not thinking Panthers. And I'm telling you, Rams may be winning this game. I'm just saying the game is going to be a lot closer than people expect, Willie. So nobody wants to play Rico Dowdle, but Rico Dowdle might be all right. Nobody wants to play McMillan. He may be all right. I still think the Rams win this game. The Rams are a better team, but I think this game could shoot out a little bit more than people are expecting.
Listen, I agree with you. I think this is going to be a closer game. I mean, listen, they played well at home against opponents, so I think they will be up for this game. And I think the Rams are going to be out on the regular grass in North Carolina. So I think this sets up well. I know Adams has been killing everything, but this thing right here sets up well for Puka. He's going against that cover 3. This could be a Puka game, but Puka could put 35 points on the board this week. I just think that Puka is one of those guys that if I had to pay up, is one of the guys that I would like to get. I know it's been Adams, but what they're going to do against these guys, they've been playing a lot of 11 personnel, and that's exactly what's going to be. And that's when Puka will get 80-something% of the snaps there. I just think that Puka is definitely in play going against Carolina. And I think Donald's an interesting GPP play because the coach said it, that he did not get the ball enough to Donald.
He didn't.
When Donald got the ball, so I just think that and listen, Stafford, I just think, if this game is competitive, Stafford could go for 4 touchdowns in this game. So I think this game is very interesting, GPP wise.
I agree with Parkinson is a nice pay down. Swami, thoughts on this one?
Willie, you need your peace pipe back? My goodness. First of all, let's just talk about the Panthers at home, where they lost the last 2 games, and one of them was against the Saints. They're not competitive there. They won't be competitive here. The Rams are going to show both you gentlemen that the game is not going to be as close as you think because Carolina still can't get out of their own way. They don't do smart things with Rico. They don't do smart things with their skill positions. They continue to tread along and be as milky as you can possibly be. 9 points in offense, 7 points in offense, 9 points in offense. You can't win football games scoring less than double digits in 1, 2, 3 of your last 4. I don't think so. I think the Rams are going to win this game by double digits. I don't think it's going to be close. And if it do, it's going to be them possibly trying to come back after they get blown out in the first half. They stink. So no, I don't want any parts of the Carolina Panthers offense. Give me Kyron Williams. Give me Puka Nacua. I'll let Willie have a rest.
I love Puka Nacua. I think he's a great payoff this week. Great payoff. Because I agree about Adams, not in the right spot. But Adams always catches these 1-yard touchdowns. Yeah. And Stafford, by the way, if he wants to win MVP, and I don't know whether he cares about it or not, but he's going to throw another 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I think he should keep going to Adams.
I really have a feeling that this, that's how Carolina plays, though. They will do the impossible. Remember, the Rams are a West Coast team coming east. Okay, they're coming off the carpet, going on the grass, and it's just a different mentality. Just like when you look at the Colts. Look at the Colts when they come off that turf and when they go on grass. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
The Saints are a dome team that went to Carolina. The Saints, and they're horrible. No, never mind. We'll see.
Yeah, I understand, but sometimes people listen. Sometimes people don't get up, just like when they whooped Atlanta's ass. I'm just saying. I just think that this is going to be a game, and it's not like the Rams haven't played close games against teams that were terrible. I remember, the Tennessee had a little tussle with them when they went to Tennessee. So I'm just saying.
I'm just saying Carolina's going to keep it a little closer, which is good for Rams, good for Stafford.
That's what I'm saying. It will make Puka, if they keep it close, it will make Puka a better play.
They beat them 33-19 in week 2.
That's okay. But that's okay. But if Carolina scores 23, 24 points, then that means the Rams can score 38. And that means Puka and Stafford can have a good game. That's all.
That means you should probably wake up because you're missing the first half. It means you took a nap.
All right. Vikings are playing the Seahawks. The Vikings look terrible.
Yeah.
Max Brosmer starting. Who against Seattle? In Seattle? This may not end well. Max Brosmer. No, look, I play a lot of college football DFS. It never dawned on me to ever play Max Brosmer. Ever. Literally ever. So now, could it be worse, though, than J.J. McCarthy? Could he be worse? Because I don't think I've seen a worse quarterback, except for Justin Fields, than J.J. McCarthy. So, Swame, do we love Darnold, JSN, Kenneth Walker? Because you can run on Minnesota. You can. We've seen it. What are we doing in this game, Swame?
Doc, I went back and forth. I probably watched maybe an hour and a half on film. He actually went to University of Minnesota. He's actually playing for Minnesota Vikings. I thought that maybe it was going to be something, getting a start in front of, like you said, where he played college ball or something. And I was looking and I was staring and I was hoping, and I didn't see anything. I mean, nothing. He threw some good 2 to 5 to 10-yard passes, but other than that, that was it. Like, if the people weren't wide, the short ones he could throw them open.
They had a good running back. Darius Taylor was there.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't get anything from watching film on him. I think that the Vikings offense is probably going to be in trouble unless they can find some balance some kind of way this week, which I doubt because they haven't been able to run the ball very well. Other than that, I can't see it. Wait, let me take it. If he's able to get the ball to that wide open Justin Jefferson like McCarthy couldn't do, then maybe. I'm gonna give him a maybe if he doesn't throw the ball 5 feet over wide open Justin Jefferson, maybe.
That's my point that I will make is he might be better for them than McCarthy. I'm telling you. They was hiding that rascal. They hit him until they had to play him. I'm telling you, Justin Jefferson, If you're gonna play him, it might be the time to play him just one time. But I'm just telling you. And Donald might go for 4 touchdowns. Remember, he going against a team that disregarded him. He's going against a team that disregarded him.
I wouldn't call this a revenge narrative, Willie.
Huh?
I wouldn't call this a revenge narrative. I'd call it the look at me now.
Yeah. But listen, you don't tell me that he's not studying that playbook, but he's not looking at things and saying, "Oh, you know what? These bastards just let me go for that." Right? Especially, listen. So, it's something about that. Like when you see your ex, and if they go up in quality, it's like, okay, you go like that. But if they go back with some boo, 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 you're like, oh hell, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying to you is, don't tell me he don't have that in mind. And against that terrible team, and if I guarantee you, there's going to be some play action passes to JSN in this game. So I'm just telling you, I just think that Donald is an interesting guy to look for in a lineup or two.
All right. What about what Chris said here? Is Rashid Shaheed interesting? Because the Vikings secondary is very beatable. They make they overplay positions, right? So they try to do more than they can, especially that guy Rodgers. Shaheed has done nothing in Seattle. Is he interesting, guys? You have 20 lineups, Will. Are you putting him on one?
No, I'd rather play Shaheed that used to play for the Portland Trailblazers. I'm gonna play Shaheed. I am not playing with Shaheed. No, thank you.
You got to think outside the box. He's 4,500. He's going to be 1% owned. It could be you, Willie Walls.
It could, but you don't want to play me either, because I will down the field. I said, "Oh, I'm done, son. No, thank you, Shaheed." No,
Willie's running his 3-yard pattern, Swame. What about you, Shaheed? Yes or no?
Negative. No, sir.
All right. Okay. The premier game at 4 p.m. will not be the Raiders-Chargers, because nobody will be watching that crowd. Buffalo-Pittsburgh. Now, Heat will probably tell us, because I know he's watching. What's up, Heat? If the weather's bad in Cleveland, going to be pretty bad in Pittsburgh. The point total's gone down. It's also gone down because Josh Allen is missing a couple of offensive linemen. But, guys, my thoughts, Swami, is this. I will never bet against Josh Allen in a 4 o'clock spot when everybody is watching him. Do you like Buffalo, Allen, Cook, Shakir? Do you like Aaron Rodgers, Metcalf, anything?
This game doesn't feel like a shootout. It feels more like a scrap. So in a scrap, it usually means it's both teams playing well, making plays. And I think at the end of it, if I was to trust anybody, it would be Allen, because he could run in 1 or 2, like I said, every week, and then he could still throw 1 or 2 in that same week. But I still don't trust the Steelers offense. So for the Steelers to stay in it, they gotta probably, keep the game close, low scoring, and it will make it a real, great game to watch, but not a great game to play from a fantasy perspective. So because the Steelers are still a huge question mark, the only play I probably like is Allen.
Do you like Gainwell? Do you like Jaylen Warren? You can run on Buffalo.
Because they keep doing dumb things with these guys. You go Gainwell, it's Allen. I mean, you go Gainwell, it's Warren. You go Warren, it's Gainwell. They just keep doing weird stuff. You never know who's going to be in there, even if they're going to score.
Willie, how much you like Josh Allen?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm getting too Josh a lot, but let me say this about this game. I think Pittsburgh is very interesting, and one of the reasons why is that run game. Pittsburgh plays that nickel defense about 50-something% of the time or 60-something% of the time. And when they go against a heavy set, this is where they struggle against. They give up 6.7 yards per play against that heavy formation. And what does Pittsburgh run mostly? They run that 12 to 13 personnel. Okay, so I just really think that the run game. So I am interested in Warren in this game. because I think Warren is a play going against this Buffalo run defense. They're missing 2 tackles, out of this game. That's not going to be playing in this game for Buffalo. And I'm just telling you, they are light in the ass. And Pittsburgh, for some reason, when Pittsburgh plays at home, are they playing in Pittsburgh?
Yep.
They playing at home. Pittsburgh plays a different ball game. So I think that this game is going to be closer than what people think. I think Jaylen Warren is in play, and for the type of defense that Buffalo plays, I think Pittsburgh going to run for like about 180, 190 yards in this game. I think both guys are playing, and I think Warren is an interesting guy. I think he's a very interesting guy.
Doc, the only person who has had that kind of success over the last 5 games has been some guy named Devon Achane. That's it. And the way he did it, I think he had 5 or 6 balls out the backfield for 50 yards. He had another 174 yards where he broke a couple using his speed and the unique way that they run the ball. Nobody else was able to do it. Not Houston, not Tampa, not.
Come on, the Tampa. What is Tampa going to do when they're missing that guy? When they're missing that guy. Listen. Oh, hold up. Excuse me. Tampa rain on them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they had success because of the touchdowns and the short fields and all of that kind of stuff.
I mean, what I'm saying is
yards. He had
they
yards.
play big. I just think that Warren isn't playing this game. They play a lot of.
Is Swame right, Willie, that this is going to be a good football game, but maybe not a good DFS takedown or GPP game?
Well, what I'm saying is the player that I like a lot in this game is Warren because of the type of personnel they have. So I like Warren. I think Warren is in play in this game.
So would you play Warren if you're doing 20 lineups and you said you were already going to have Achane in 12? How many will you have Jaylen Warren in?
I think Warren can make at least 10 lineups in this thing. I like Warren a lot going against Buffalo, and it's just a matchup of certain personnel. The jumbo, they got a lot of jumbo personnel, and I think they're going to be able to run the ball. And if he gets in the end zone, gets 2 tutties or something like that, and it's about time for it to go the other way because what's the name been stealing all of his stuff.
Well, look, isn't Achane and Breece Hall going to be really highly owned?
I listen. Y'all can have Breece Hall.
No, I'm just trying to pivot. I'm looking for pivots.
Yeah. I think Jaylen Warren is a great pivot over Breece Hall. They're the same price. Are they both 6,000?
They're close. I mean, Gabriel here is saying he's fading Achane this week, right? So if you want to take down a tournament, most people are going to be 30% on each one of them, right? So you've got to figure out what to do. ETN is a good pivot.
I love ETN.
Jaylen Warren is a good pivot. These guys are good pivots.
Agreed.
I only think you need 1 unique player. You don't need 8 unique players.
Well, that is true too. But I do have a player who is not appreciated, but I appreciate him, and that's all that's important. The Chargers playing the Raiders. Kamani Vidal should be appreciated, guys. Omarion Hampton is not back. I mean, do I worry about Jared Patterson? But I feel like Gadsden's in play, Herbert's in play, Vidal may be in play. The Raiders are absolutely dreadful. That's the only word I have for it. Pete Carroll is bad. So talk to me, Willie. I'm playing Vidal. I'm playing Gadsden. I'll probably have Herbert in a lineup too.
I think Gadsden's a good play, and I'm not saying this though because listen, the Chargers, man, the guy I will play in this game will be Gadsden. That's the interest I have. It's a divisional game, so maybe the Raiders could sum up something, but they have been terrible. And are these guys going to be sipping great Gatorade at the end of the third quarter? That's the question you want to have for them. When you play somebody, you want to have something competitive. And I think Vidal, man, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm glad y'all go ahead and take whatever y'all want in this game. But I mean, Gadsden will be the guy that I'm interested in because it's a great matchup for him.
Great matchup. Swami, do you like Genti? Do you like Vidal? Do you like Herbert? Do you like Gadsden? What do you like?
I think Herbert's a man of interest. I haven't trusted Vidal since he pulled that stunt some weeks ago. I see he's in and out. He's probably in a decent spot. I just don't trust him. I don't like when they burn us like he burned us, Doc. It's hard to go back. I know I shouldn't say that, but at least I'm admitting my bias. So I think if Herbert spread it around, what I mean by spread it around, he go to Ladd, he goes to Keenan, he goes to Gaston, and then maybe throws a screen or something of a doll. I'm hoping it's that kind of game for Herbert, where you play Herbert naked, and then on the other side, I don't think I touch any of it. Bowers would be the only option I consider if I
I
had to.
wouldn't play. I wouldn't play Bowers, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I would not play Bowers. They got him playing out wide, like about 29% of the time, and that's a disadvantage. Instead of him playing in the slot where he belongs. I
What
don't even
about
like,
the other 70?
huh?
What about the other 70? So 7 of
Yeah,
10
I
out of
know, but,
10
but what I'm saying to you
is
is, when you
inside.
got him out there, he shouldn't be out there at all. They need to have him inside. I don't like the way they're using him. Bow. He's playing like Bowles.
I played
You know what I
Bowers
mean?
before I played Gaston. I wouldn't play Gaston at all.
All right. I need the cheap. Wait, you know what? Do we want the cheap passer or the stack? Let's go with the stack. Willie, $100 bill. Give me your stack.
You know what? No, and it's going to be a cheap stack that's going to give me what I want to get in this game. And just like I told you before, Mr. Cam Ward going to Mr. Helm and running it back with ETN. That's my $100 stack, and that's going to that's going to open it up for the rest of the stuff. He's laughing right now. Watch.
Swami loves that stack. He said he's going to play it in all of his lineups. Swami, what's your stack?
If I was being a little bit conservative, I would probably say Stafford, Williams, and Puka. But
Okay.
because Willie went totally off the edge, I think, Doc, that I'm gonna probably give you something a little edgy, but just not crazy. So I'm thinking that I want to go with maybe a Irving, Puka, Mayfield.
What? They're not in the same game?
Yeah, Bucky, a Mecca,
Oh, a Mecca. I thought
and
you said
Baker.
Puka. Okay.
Yeah, I'm no, a Mecca and Baker. I'm thinking that'll be
All right.
a better stack, and with a chance to actually hit ceilings and not this hoping. This isn't some wishing fountain, Doc. We're not throwing coins into a pond and all of this. Maybe one day I can catch their career game, lightning in a bottle, silly. This is people playing real money, not this core stuff. And my core, none of that, Doc. This is real stuff, you charlatan. You're talking to this guy in the corner over here talking about some Cam Ward.
I'll give you two. One is kind of predictable and one is not. The predictable is Tua, Achane, Waddle. Predictable.
Like it.
I'm thinking Stroud, Nico, Schultz.
Love
Nobody's
it.
playing that.
Love it. And they're going to have to throw the ball. The Colts offense is going to move the ball, and they're going to have to throw. Now you're talking, Doc.
Oh, really? With a quarterback that's playing with a leg, a fractured leg, possibly? Okay.
Who's got a fractured leg? Who's
Daniel
playing
Jones.
with
Daniel Jones.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah, but
talking
you
about
can't
Houston.
run the ball against Houston. You're going to have to throw it
I'm just
somewhere.
saying, but what I'm saying, and they were going to come after his ass too. Better believe that.
All right. So, Willie Walls, who's the cheap bastard play of the week, please?
Oh, my cheap bastard. I got to give you two. I already gave it to you. Listen to me. Don't listen to that guy at the bottom. That's why he's at the bottom right now. Listen to me. Cam Ward and Helm is going to help you take down a tournament because you're going to be able to pay up for those other guys that you want. I'm just telling you. Don't listen to Cam Ward.
I said Helm the other day. Trevor said Ward. I said Helm, and Willie's putting them together. So we said our first look. I agree. My cheap bastard, Swami, I'm going to add Helm. I'm going to add A.D. Mitchell to that. Who's your cheap bastard?
Doc, it was this Tyler suck guy last week. I mean, I got to talk him off the edge every doggone week with these plays. Here we go again. From a cheap bastard perspective, this Kobe Parkinson is a man of interest at 2,800. I really like what he's been doing the last couple of games. He's probably averaging almost 12 fantasy points a game over the last few. He's probably got, 12, 13, 14 targets. He's scored in all of the last 3 games. That's a cheap bastard. Not like my favorite cheap bastard over there in this nice little polo shirt in this little apartment condo, his piano and stuff. But anyway, Doc, Kobe Parkinson, I like him. I like the spot he's in. And because that was a part of the stack I gave you, I like him too. But I think I'm still got some interest in Jaden Higgins as well.
Interesting. I like that game is going to shoot out.
Yeah, I think you kind of covered that in your stack. I like his price. And then I would say last but not least, because I'm not totally I can't get with Tennessee. I'm gonna just stop. There's no way I can mention any offense that's gonna score one touchdown a week, most weeks, we can't recommend those offenses.
All right. Balls to the walls call from Willie Walls.
It
What
is
my friend?
Mr. Warren for Pittsburgh going against Buffalo.
Gee, Letty.
Jalen, that's a good play. It's a good play.
That's balls to the wall.
That's balls. It's good.
Listen, because everybody, he's going to be 3% owned. Nobody's
making a balls to the walls call.
Okay, excuse me.
No.
I can't win with you.
I'm gonna give mine.
When I give you,
let me give mine.
I'll give you Cam Ward because he all these stuff.
Nope, I got one. I got one. You ready, Doc? Yep, you ready, Doc?
Jalen Warren.
Balls to the walls, Doc. Devon A-Chain. Nailed it.
Jalen Warren is not a bad call. It is a ball. It is a good call.
2%
No. Swami. I think you're taking it too literally. Balls to the walls is not meaning give me some guy. That's the cheap bastard call. Balls to the wall is like Willie's lock button. So Willie's saying Jalen Warren is his lock button.
I love him, man.
Okay.
And he's the same price as Brees Hall, who's going to be 30% more, is going to be highly owned.
So I didn't know it was a lock button. Because when I think about
like your Swami says, my visionary play.
Right, I'm taking a shot on somebody who I don't think anybody's looking at. I can't take somebody with a top 5 matchup on a week where, it's a chopped up week. We got Thanksgiving, we got Friday. It's a small slate, and then you pick a top 5. I got
look. If you're going to tell me Puka, let's just say you're going to tell me Puka. You better tell me Puka with 10 catches, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's balls to the wall. Don't tell me Puka's going to be good.
All right. So what's Jalen Warren going to do?
I think Jalen Warren is going for 2 touchdowns in this game and run for over 100 yards. And I think at $6,000, same price that Brees Hall is going, I think that makes sense. And you will see when they run that big formation, that's what Pittsburgh runs, that they have a weakness in. I think Jalen Warren is a good pivot off of Brees Hall this week.
Agreed. Swami says what?
Swami says as long as we can do something a guy has never done all year, he's never done what Willie just said all year, then I agree. Then I got the guy. I'm gonna go back with Emeka Abuka.
Okay. That's good.
Swami says. And guess what he's gonna go for?
Swami says it.
100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I have zero problem with that.
See?
My play.
You're
such a hind pot.
You can just disconnect from reality, right, Willie? Just go for it.
Oh no, it's not go for it. Jalen, listen. Everybody's is worrying about the backup. This is a great matchup for him. That's all I'm saying.
All right, my lock button is going to be Oronde Gadsden. He's just good. He's good. He's solid. People are going to play Kittle. They're going to play Bowers. They're going to play Trey McBride. They're going to play Kittle. They're going to overlook Gadsden, who I think goes 6 for 70 and a touchdown.
Now, can I give you my only concern? The Raiders are so bad, Doc. They won't have to throw the ball that much. They are horrible. That's my only call.
And I like Vidal too. Give me Vidal and Gadsden.
Terrible.
Hey, I do have a guy that I got interest in. That if you want ballsy, that I think Trey Tucker in this matchup going against I think that's interesting.
That's a balls to the walls call. I don't like it, but that's a balls.
That's balls to the walls. All right. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I'll be up on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, any given injury with Danger, Trevor. I don't think Trevor's making this week. Danger and Justin. And of course, Sunday morning, come to the Discord over at drroto.com. Listen up, win big, and we'll help you do it. All right. For Willie Walls, the great Swami Odell Blocker, and Dr. Roto, we tell you to be well and
take care.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well and take care.